So good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Previous period we were discussing about increasing and decreasing function, isn't it? We are discussing about increasing and decreasing function. Suppose a function f of x is given, how to check whether it is increasing or decreasing? For that, first we find the first order derivative. Okay, we find f dash of x. If f dash of x is positive, then it is increasing. If f dash of x is negative, it is decreasing. Okay, let's do some problems based on that. Write the question. Write the question, children. Prove that the function f of x is equal to ax plus b. Prove that f of x is equal to ax plus b is strictly increasing. Prove that f of x is equal to ax plus b is strictly increasing if a is greater than 0. Prove that this is strictly increasing if a is greater than 0. Okay, so we are given a function, isn't it? We want to check whether it is increasing or not. How to check that one? For checking, you find out f dash of x, isn't it? F of x is given. Find out f dash of x. So f dash of x is it a? Is or no? And we don't know about a. A is a constant. It is given simply a. Okay. It is a is a real number. And what you can say? F dash of x is a. If a takes a positive values, then we can say it is increasing, isn't it? So f dash of x is a. Therefore, what you can say? F of x is an increasing function if a is greater than 0. So for the exam, one more question will be asked like this. A function will be given. Find the value of a for which f of x is increasing. Find the value of a for which f of x is increasing. Means, and 4 options will be given. A greater than 0, a less than 0, like that. Some options will be given. From there, we want to find. Write the next one. Second question. Prove that the function e raised to 2x is strictly increasing. E raised to 2x is strictly increasing. E raised to 2x is strictly increasing on R. You have to prove e raised to 2x is strictly increasing. So what we know about e raised to x? What we know about e raised to x? E raised to x, the function e raised to x will never become 0, isn't it? Okay, it will never become negative. For example, suppose we give e raised to minus 3. E raised to minus 3, we can write this as e raised to 3. Okay, 1 is positive, e raised to is always positive. E takes the value between 2 and 3. Or what is the value of e? That day, I think I asked this question. What about the value of e? What is the value of e? Where this? Okay, what about the value of e? Yes, Atul, what is the value of e?
Between 2 and 3.
It lies between 2 and 3. So when you take the powers of it, it will never become negative. If it is a negative quantity only, we can say it will become negative when the power is even or power is odd. Like that we can mention. Here it is a positive quantity. If you take the power, again it will become positive only. So here f of x is given as e raised to 2x. We have to check whether it is, we have to prove that it is a strictly increasing function. We have to prove it is a strictly increasing function. So first you name the function. F of x is e raised to 2x. Find out f dash of x. What about f dash of x? E raised to 2x into 2. E raised to 2x into 2. We know 2 is greater than 0 and e raised to x is greater than 0. For all x, it will be always greater than 0. So therefore, f dash of x is always positive. It is greater than or equal to 0 for all values of x. Okay, look at this symbol, children. Here I wrote like this. This stands for all. Okay, for all values of x. Okay, it is greater than 0 for all values of x. For all x in R. Therefore, f of x is an increasing function on R. F of x is an increasing function, strictly increasing function. What is asked, accordingly you conclude it. If it is strictly increasing, write it as strictly increasing. Okay? Is it clear, children? Write the next one. Prove that f of x is equal to 2 by x plus 5. Prove that 2 by x plus 5 is a strictly decreasing function. Prove that 2 by x plus 5 is a strictly decreasing function. Is a strictly decreasing function. Prove that f of x is equal to 2 by x plus 5 is a strictly decreasing function. For proving this one, what you can do? So you find f dash of x. What is f dash of x? 2 into, what is derivative of 1 by x? Derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square, isn't it? Plus, what is derivative of 5? It is 0. So we get minus 2 by x square. 2 is a positive quantity. What about x square? It is always a positive, isn't it? Whenever we square a number, it will be always positive. So 2 is positive, x square is positive. Now with the friend we have minus. So get minus 2 by x square, which is always less than 0 for all values of x. For all x in R. Therefore, f of x is a decreasing function. Therefore, f of x is a, what is asked, accordingly you conclude. F of x is strictly decreasing on R. F of x is strictly decreasing on R. Write the next one. Next one. Prove that the function f of x is equal to, prove that the function f of x is equal to x cube. Prove that the function f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 6x plus 3x. Show that the function f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x is strictly increasing on R. F of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x is strictly increasing on R. Is strictly increasing on R. We have to prove it is strictly increasing on R. F of x is x cube minus 3x square plus 3x. How you can do this? You find f dash of x. And you find, yes, Achut?
Answer the question also.
Prove that the function f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x. X cube minus 3x square plus 3x is strictly increasing on R. You have to prove this is strictly increasing on R. So how to do this? Whenever we are given a function like this, first find out f dash of x. So what is the value of f dash of x here? It is 3x square minus 6x plus 3, isn't it? 3 into x square, x cube when we differentiate, 3x square minus 3 into derivative of x square is 2x plus 3x if you differentiate 3. Now listen children, here we are getting a function 3x square minus 6x plus 3. How we can prove that it is positive? If it is positive, then it is different. Okay, it is increasing. How to prove this? Listen, how we can write this? Can we take 3 as common here? When we take 3 as common, we will get x square minus 2x plus 1. Is it correct? X square minus 2x plus 1. What is this? X square minus 2x plus 1. What is this one, children? How can you write this one? We have learned factorization and all. What is x square minus 2x plus 1? Dia, how we can write this? X square minus 2x plus 1?
X minus 1 whole square.
Very good. It is x minus 1 the whole square. Is that no? Is it x minus 1 the whole square? Here 3 is positive. X minus 1 the whole square is positive. Okay. 3 into x minus 1, which is greater than or equal to 0. When we square a number, surely it will be positive. So it is greater than or equal to 0 for all values of x. Therefore, f of x is increasing. Therefore, f of x is increasing on R. F of x is increasing on R.
Ma'am,
Yes.
we have to prove it strictly increasing.
Okay. Then this strictly. Okay, strictly increasing means although we are writing here greater than or equal to, you can write the one more step. Okay, when you put different values, it will be greater than 0, isn't it? It will be greater than 0. Therefore, it is strictly increasing. Whether it is positive, that's what we are checking then. Okay, so listen children, whenever we are given functions like this, all the time it is not possible to write in this form. It is not possible to write in this form. That is, in square form we can't write. We will not be able to write a plus b the whole square or a minus b the whole square. In that case, how we have to solve it? Is it clear? Till now, we are given with the functions. Okay, which one we know already, that e raised to x is never positive. X square will be always positive. A plus b the whole square or a minus b the whole square will be always positive. We use that concept. Okay, suppose we are given a function which cannot be expressed in this form. We can't write it in the form of square. Then how to prove it? That is the next type we are going to learn. Okay, till now what we have discussed are all 1 mark questions. A function will be given and you will be asked to check whether it is increasing or prove that it is increasing. Okay. So the next type of question is, okay, the next type will not be able to express as square. Then how to do this? That's what we are going to discuss. Write the question. Find the intervals. Find the intervals in which the function f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x, f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x is strictly increasing or decreasing. Find the intervals in which f of x is equal to, f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x, f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x is strictly increasing or decreasing. X plus 1 by x is strictly increasing or decreasing. Find the intervals in which f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x is strictly increasing or decreasing. How to do this? You have to find f dash of x, isn't it? What is f dash of x? Derivative of x is, what is the derivative of x? 1, isn't it? Plus, what is derivative of 1 by x? What is the derivative of 1 by x? It is negative 1 by x square. Isn't it? Derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So we can write f dash of x is equal to 1 minus 1 by x square. That is, listen children, I am going to simplify this. I am going to cross multiply here. I am going to write this as x square minus 1 by x square. Is it correct? Okay. When you cross multiply and you take the common LCM there, it is x square, we will cross multiply. So x square minus 1 by x square. What is x square minus 1? X square minus 1. Using the identity a square minus b square. How we can write? X square minus 1. Gayatri? X square minus 1.
Minus 1 into x plus 1.
X minus 1 into x plus 1 by x square. So what we are doing here, given f of x, we are finding f dash of x. We express f dash of x as a linear factors. What is meant by linear? What is meant by linear? What is meant by linear, children? Yes,
Power
what is?
is 1.
Power of the variable is 1. Here we are expressing it as linear factors. Now, look at here. We are not able to write it in the form of whole square, isn't it? We can't say x square minus 1 is positive or x square plus 1 is positive. Here what you have to do? We will equate f dash of x to 0. Listen, an important method only we are learning here. Equate f dash of x to 0. So when we equate f dash of x to 0, Shivani, Navrin, Srihari and all, turn on your video. Sanya, Srihari, Achyut, Michael. So now equate f dash of x to 0. Krishna Chandran, when you equate f dash of x to 0, what you will get? What you will get? When you equate f dash of x to 0, what you will get?
Square.
X square. F dash of x is x minus 1 into x plus 1 by x square is 0. Therefore, when you cross multiply, yes. x minus 1 into x plus 1 is 0. Therefore, we get x is equal to 1 or minus 1. We find the values of x. We solve and find the values of x. Okay, we solve and find the values of x. F dash of x is given. We solve and we find the values of x. Is it okay up to this? F of x is given. We are finding f dash of x. We equate f dash of x to 0. We equate f dash of x to 0 and solve and we find what is x. After finding x, now listen children. Now listen, this is the next point we are going to learn. Important point. So once we get this value, we represent it on the number line. Number line means real numbers. X takes all the real numbers. So it will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity. So in between we have the values. We get the values of x as minus 1 and 1. I mark that points on the number line. You take the number line. So in the number line we have the values 1 and minus 1. You mark it on the number line. By marking this, look at here, the real numbers, we are dividing it into 3 intervals. Which are the intervals? Minus infinity to minus 1, minus 1 to 1, and 1 to infinity. We mark the points here. Which are the points we are getting here? The values of x here? Minus 1 and 1. So on the number line, we know that minus 1 will come. After that only plus 1. So after plotting the points, we get 3 intervals. First interval is minus infinity to minus 1. Second one is from minus 1 to 1. And it is next one is from 1 to infinity. So you select the first interval. In the interval, minus infinity to minus 1. Listen. Minus infinity to minus 1. Can you give a number between minus infinity and minus 1? Michael? Give a number in this interval. Minus infinity to minus 1.
Minus 10.
Minus 10. Okay, I'm selecting minus 10. Okay, after selecting this, substitute in f dash of x. What is f dash of x? In the beginning, we factorized like this. X minus 1 into x plus 1 by x square. Substitute here and you have to check whether it is positive or negative. You select one interval. From the interval, you select a number. Okay, you select a number in that interval. Then what you can do? Substitute that in f dash of x. We don't want the value. Here, we don't want the value. We want only the sign. Is it positive or negative? That is what we want to check. What you will get if I put negative 10? Will it be positive or negative? What about the first factor, Srihari? When you put x as negative 10, what is the first factor? Will it be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Minus 10 minus 1, so it will be negative. What about the second factor? X plus 1, Shivani? X plus 1. When x value is minus 10. Say it louder. Yes?
Minus 9.
Minus 9. So that means it is again negative. What about the denominator, Michael? X value we are considering as 10, negative 10. Will it be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. You are squaring it, isn't it? When you square a number, what you will get? What is minus 2 square?
Positive.
Positive. So the first factor is negative, second factor is negative, and the denominator is positive. So together, negative into negative, will you be getting positive value? Is or no? So we are, okay, you consider the first interval. In the first interval, you take any number and substitute in f dash of x and you check is it positive or negative. So here we get that as positive. Therefore, what we can say, f of x is increasing in the interval minus infinity to minus 1. F of x is increasing. F dash of x is positive. So it is increasing. In the same way, you take the next interval. Which is the next interval? Minus 1 to 1. So in the interval minus 1 to 1, Aryan, give a value between -1 and 1.
0.
0. Very good. Okay, whenever you have 0, you go with 0, your calculation will be easy. Look at the sign of f dash of x. What will be the sign of f dash of x? When you put 0, when you put x as 0, what you will get? What happens? Achyut.
Denominator will be 0.
Yes?
Denominator will be 0.
Denominator will become 0, isn't it? So we can't take a value 0 here. When it becomes 0, it becomes undefined. So what you can do, instead of taking -1 to 1, you take it as 0. Once again, I am splitting here. Why I am taking that as 0? Why I am selecting the value -1 to 0? When we select the value 0, it becomes infinity. It becomes undefined. So you select a number which is earlier to that. Okay, you select a number which is less than 1, less than 0. So now you select a number in the interval -1 to 0. -1 to 0, which one you can select? -1 and 0. Give a number. Naurin, between -1 and 0.
-1/2.
Instead of fraction, you can take it in decimals also. Okay, you can take -0.5, isn't it? -0.5. You can take -0.5. Now look at the sign. Is it positive or negative? If you take -0.5, the first value, -0.5 minus 1 means it is a negative. First one will be negative. What about the next one? First interval will be negative. The next one will be positive. Denominator, square is there, so it will be always positive. So here we get this as negative. Is that not? Therefore, what we can say here, f of x is decreasing in the interval -1 to 0. It is decreasing in the interval -1 to 0. Now once again you select the next interval 0 to 1. You select the next interval 0 to 1. In 0 to 1 what happens? In the interval 0 to 1. So what is the value you can select here, Srihari?
1/2.
1/2, that is positive 0.5, isn't it? Look at the sign of f dash of x. Is it positive or negative? When you put 0.5, 0.5 minus 1. Is it positive or negative? Is it positive or negative? What you will get if you put 0.5, 0.5 minus 1. Sania, is it positive or negative? 0.5 minus 1. (0.5 minus 1 is it positive or negative? It is negative, okay. And here 0.5 plus 1 means it is positive. By denominator is always positive. So again we get negative. So here again in this interval f of x is decreasing in the interval 0 to 1. It is decreasing in the interval 0 to 1. Now take the last interval. Which interval? 1 to infinity. Select the next interval. In the interval 1 to infinity. In the interval 1 to infinity. What about f dash of x? Is it positive or negative? In 1 to infinity, what is the value you can select? You can select 2, isn't it? Or you can take 10. If you take 2, what about f dash of x? Is it positive or negative? Gauri? It is positive. The positive. Denominator is also positive, so which is greater than 0. So we can say f of x is increasing in the interval 1 to infinity. It is increasing in the interval 1 to infinity. So it is increasing in the interval 1 to infinity. So combining this, combining all the 4 cases, finally we can write f of x is increasing in the intervals minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. And f of x is decreasing in the interval. It is decreasing in the interval minus 1 comma 0 union 0 to 1. Okay, we can combine all the intervals and we can write like this. Okay, the first 2 intervals, that is minus infinity to minus 1 and 1 to infinity, it is increasing, and in the remaining intervals it is decreasing. Yes, Achyut.
Why do we write this union?
Union, because when you join all these intervals, which are the intervals you have? Okay, we have 4 intervals. So combining, if you look in the intervals, in which are the intervals it is increasing? Minus infinity to minus 1, union 1 to infinity. That means in these 2 intervals it is increasing. And the other 2 intervals it is decreasing. Okay, here also it is increasing, here also it is increasing. So we write in this case or in this case also it will be increasing. Or if we take the x values in these 2 cases, it will be decreasing. Okay, once again go through this question, children. Here what we are doing here, we are given a function f of x. First we find out f dash of x. Okay, given f of x, find f dash of x. What is the next step? Equate f dash of x to 0. You are equating f dash of x to 0. If you are not getting the answer when we are differentiating, what you will do? We will equate, we solve it. Equate it to 0 and solve it. After solving, okay, after solving and finding the values of x, what you will do? We will substitute that values in the f dash of x. That is in interval form you will write. Okay, and we check if f dash of x is positive, it is increasing. And if f dash of x is negative, it is decreasing. So what is the step? First step is you find f dash of x. So second step, we equate f dash of x is equal to 0 and solve for it. And solve for x. We solve it. Okay, when you solve it, you will be getting the different values of x. Okay. So next step, what do you do? Once you get the values of x, you divide the intervals. Okay, divide the number line. Divide the number line, that is R, into intervals. We divide it into intervals. Okay, we divide that into intervals. After dividing that into intervals, what you are doing here? Once we divide this into intervals, what you will do? You take any value in the interval and substitute in f dash of x. Okay. Fourth step, you take any value in the okay. You take any value in these intervals and substitute it. In each interval you have to do. Okay. And substitute in f dash of x. And you substitute in f dash of x. If f dash of x is positive, then f of x is increasing in that interval. In that interval, it will be increasing. If f dash of x is negative, then f of x is decreasing in that interval. F of, okay? Is the method okay, children? Look at here. Okay? This is the common method. They say this is the method we use whenever we are given with trigonometric functions. The next class, tomorrow we'll be doing with trigonometric functions. So suppose we want to divide it into intervals and all, means we should be thorough with the formulas we have learned in 11th standard. Sin 2a, cos 2a formula and all we need. Here, it's being a polynomial, we can factorize. If it is a trigonometric function, we have to use the trigonometric ratios and values. Is it okay? Write down the steps. So, okay, given f of x, you find f dash of x. Next step, equate f dash of x to 0 and solve it. Solve and find the values of x. After finding x, you divide the number line into sub-intervals, small intervals. Then you take any value in each interval and substitute in f dash of x. And we check whether it is positive, f dash of x is positive or negative. Yes?
Ma'am, divide the
R means what? Number line. R means it is a number line, real number, minus infinity to infinity. R is number line. Real numbers, set of all real numbers, we can write this as minus infinity to infinity. This type is very important. The method now we have learned is very important. Usually we will get one 3-mark question from this part. So you can expect this questions in MCQ also. Okay, they will, okay, in 4 options, they will give 4 intervals and they will ask, is it increasing or decreasing? So if you solve it only, you'll be able to get the answer. Okay, children. Okay. So in the next class, learn this method along with the formula and trigonometric formulas. Okay. So tomorrow I'll be asking the formula from trigonometry. What is sin 2a? What is the value of sin 90? Sin pi. What is the value of sin pi, Srihari? Sin pi.
1.
Navrin, sin pi?
0.
0. Sin pi is 0. What about cos pi, Krishna Chandran? Cos pi, Gauri? Cos pi,
minus
negative 1. Very good, Krishna. Okay, it is negative 1. Not only those values. What is cos 3 pi by 4? All these methods we have learned last year. How will you find 3 pi by 4? Yes, in 11th we have learned this method. How will you find this cos 3 pi by 4? We'll write this as cos of pi minus pi by 4, isn't it? What is cos of 180 minus theta? What is cos of 180 minus theta? In which quadrant it will come? Cos of 180 minus theta, Gayatri?
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine and cosec is positive, isn't it? So it will become minus cos pi by 4. What is the value of cos pi by 4? What is the value of cos pi by 4? Pi by 4 means? Pi by 4 means?
1 by root 2.
It is 45, isn't it? Cos 45, it is negative 1 by root 2. Okay, note down this too and find out the values. What is cos 7 pi by 4? Sine 3 pi by 4? Cos 2 pi by 3? If you learn these values, tomorrow we can do it easily. Okay, this is the method. Cos 11 pi by 12. How to find? Simplify this. Okay, learn the formulas also. Okay, we divide the quadrant into 4 quadrants. First quadrant, second, third, fourth. Okay, similarly, what is sine of minus theta? What is sine of minus theta? Achyut? What is sine of minus theta?
minus theta.
Sine of minus theta is? It is minus sine theta. Okay. What is cos of minus theta? It is cos theta. Is or no? And we have learned about complementary angles. What is sine of 90 minus theta? Whenever we have complementary angles, 90 or 270, sine will become?
Cos.
Cos. So sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. Okay, like that we have learned some formulas in trigonometry. Take the notebook, our last year's textbook. Learned, yes.
ASTC, that one.
Yes.
No, ma'am, like all silver teeth.
That is the quadrant. Along with that, we wrote these formulas also in notebook. Sine of last year also, whenever you are writing, I have informed you. Okay. Look at the formula booklet. Is it there? Otherwise, you copy it in the formula booklet. Sine of minus theta. Likewise, complementary angles also, we wrote the formula. All these formulas we need tomorrow. We'll be solving the questions based on trigonometric functions tomorrow. Okay? So learn the formula and come. Okay, 1 second. I'll mark the attendance.
I can show the slide one more.
Which one?
Slide one more.
Alvin Benny? Alvin? Mohammed Adin? Mohammed Adin? Nia? Okay, thank you. Others attendance and all I have marked. Thank you, children.